What you see here is Cyprus Lodge Peniche. I have 17 rooms, one restaurant, one bar, a terrace with a pool and jacuzzi, where we do after beach parties. It also has a big bar there as well, so we have DJs, live bands in the summer. We also have a massage room in the basement, a cinema, a surf room, and a ping pong table as well. Yeah, well, I mean, to start with, I'm not the most organized person. I know that, and the reason, or just because I know that I'm not the most organized person, I know what kind of expertise I need within the company or within the organization. And that is the most important thing, knowing what you're good at and knowing what you're bad at.
So what three advices can you give to people that either want to start a hotel business or just want to run a business that you learned throughout this course of time?
The first thing is, as I said, knowing what you're good at, knowing what you're bad at. And then the second thing is to be flexible, to always know that you can have a plan of the way you think things may happen, but you also need to be flexible when things don't go that way and think in different ways. And the third thing is to not have money as the main focus in any business. You know, I don't think making money should be the main focus, because then you have to have a passion with what you do.
Are you very courageous because you started a hotel? That's a very big project.
I don't know. I don't really see things as like being courageous. You know, I just see things that I want to do and I do it. It's sometimes it's quite dumb, you know, because you throw yourself into something that sometimes feels way too big, but then once you're in it, you just gotta make the best out of it, you know.
Are you very impulsive as a person?
Yes, very, very impulsive. I'm very impulsive when it comes to everything, you know. Sometimes it's to the positive and sometimes it's to the negative. Most of the time to the positive.
Is that good when running a business?
Yeah, I mean, it's good and it's bad. You know, it's my personality. I can't really do anything about it, you know, so you just gotta work with it.
Why is it good and why is it bad?
Because it's good. The good thing about it is that it helps you to make quick decisions. And the bad thing is that I guess sometimes you make the wrong decisions. But, you know, at least it's a decision. And it's better to make a decision than not make a decision, even if it's wrong.
What have surprised you the most in starting, doing this kind of startup, that you really didn't think about?
I mean, the most difficult part, the most surprising part is dealing with employees, you know, like I've never really had anyone working under me, and now all of a sudden I have 15 people, you know, working for me. And with that comes a lot of responsibilities, and you become a role model in some way, you know, you gotta set the example.
Are you a good role model?
I think so, yeah.
What includes in being a good role model?
I think you gotta act the same way as the employees. You want your employees to act. Sometimes I'm good, sometimes I'm bad, you know, but I think it's important to also give the employees some sort of freedom of doing what they are doing best, you know, like you can't set like, okay, this is what you have to do and this is exactly how you do it, you know, like, because in the hospitality industry there's a lot of different scenarios that you cannot plan, you know, like, and if you just set common goals and common ways of doing things and leave a lot of freedom to the persons, I think it's much better. And with that, in order to do that, you need to find the right kind of people. You know, like some people, they grow with that kind of management, and some people, they can't handle it, you know.
Some kind of similar question. How are you as a boss?
As a boss, I think I'm pretty loose. I'm pretty relaxed boss. You know, I don't tell people exactly what to do. I like to give people their own responsibilities and grow within the company. You know.
Is that working out for you?
So far, yes, but we haven't seen the high season yet. So I mean, like we pretty much just started, and with the low season, it's much easier. So I think it's going to work out for the high season as well.
Have you had any tricky situations that you didn't expect with your staff?
Well, I've had some tricky situations with employees so far. You know, some people have quit, some people have had to lay off, but they say when you start a new hotel, normally like around 50% will be replaced after the first year, and that's not going to be the case here. I think I've found most of the people I've found are really good.
When starting a project like this, you want to build a hotel, where do you start?
Well, you start by finding land. Well, I mean, really, the first thing you do when you start a hotel is to just assess the market, you know, to see if there's a market and find your target market, which in my case is people with a little bit more money who wants to learn how to surf. And then after that, you start finding your land, you start building, and alongside that, start marketing, start finding agents, finding tour operators. And I think it's very important not to be too anxious, you know, like saying, this is my personality, I want things to happen straight away, you know, but it takes time to build up a customer base, to have people coming, you know, so they say it takes around 3 years for a new hotel to run smoothly. And I've been open for 5 months now, so I've got another 2.5 years to go.
Why did you choose this segment, business segment?
Well, the reason why I wanted to create more of a high-end place is because I used to work in a surf camp earlier, which they were full pretty much every week, you know, in the summer. And I saw that a lot of the younger crew, they enjoyed it, you know, they were partying a lot, they were sleeping in bunk beds, they were accepted the low standard of accommodation just because surf was so nice. But then I saw a segment where they really liked the surfing, the older people, they really liked the surfing, but they didn't really like the accommodation and the standard of everything else, you know. And then I realized that there's a lot of people that are a little bit older that still wants to learn how to surf, but also wants to eat well and stay in comfortable places. So that's why I chose to have higher standard on everything. Well, I mean, I started surfing because I had a dream when I was 12 years old that I was surfing, and then after that I tried to look at different ways of actually realizing that dream, you know. And then I saw that one way to do it is to do an exchange program in the States, where you go for a year and you study English. You study English on paper, but I really went there to surf, you know. And that's really where it all started. I was 16 years old, went to California for a year. And then after that, well, of course I wanted to keep going, so I went to Australia for 3 years to do a university program. And that's really where I started surfing every day.
Do you still surf as much?
Not as much, but I still surf. I'm more of a wave snob. No, I like good weather, I like offshore winds, I like perfect waves. But also it's important to surf quite a bit because it clears my mind, it makes me think more straight.